do look good.
It's a filter or something. I don't know.
A filter for you, Joel? Yeah.
No, when you had the long hair and you're working for Wadsworth, and I first met you, I thought to myself, you know, he's probably going to be bald and wear a baseball hat and headphones.
And do a podcast while I put a
That's what
filter
he's going to do.
on Joel.
Perfect.
So I'm joined by my good friend, my mentor, Joel Tallman with MUV Brands. Joel, how are you, my brother?
Doing great, Lyle.
It's always good to see you. No filter needed. But could you share with everybody what your role is at MUV Brands?
Well, I'm the CEO of MUV Brands. I basically founded the company MUV, and it was very personal in terms of what that meant. And currently, we have the MUV Fitness Clubs, which are generally large clubs. And then we have MUV Studio brand, which is boutique modalities and those types of things. We're looking at moving into the recovery category with the MUV Well brand. And then we license our programming out to clubs that don't carry one of the MUV names, as well as we have some very close associate clubs that we work very closely with from a management perspective also. So that's really kind of what entails the MUV Brands.
You're busy. You're all over the country, aren't you?
I am. I'm somewhere every single week. Home not too often, and sometimes my wife enjoys that, I think.
Yeah. Mine did too, but I'm home all the time. I know you're busy, so thanks for taking the time. I just was hoping to get your hot take from you being an industry leader. My question is, I have two actually. First one is for people coming up in the industry or maybe established veterans. What is the first thing that you suggest, or what is the behavior that they should do each morning when they come into the facility to really help them get set up for success and really run a good operation?
Well, I think it's really important when you come through the door to be positive from the front back with everybody. Yeah. But I think a lot of the preparation even comes before you get there. I mean, what's your morning look like when you get up? Do you get up and get yourself ready to go and get ready to play the game, prepare to play the game, whether that's reading, whether that's listening to motivation and things like that. I think that your day starts before you have contact by phone or you walk through that front door, whether it's a corporate office or even the front desk that you're encountering with the club. You got to be ready to go. I mean, we got to be ready to help with getting people motivated. If they're not, we got to be the P's, proper preparation, prevent support performance, I think yes. Applies.
I remember that.
And then thinking about really just the old school kind of hard work. It's hard work. I mean, at the end of the day, we're changing people's lives positively with the benefits of exercise. So we stand for something extremely great, but the foundational things in terms of preparing to be successful every single day. In terms of our business, if I'm talking to the salespeople, I say it's a 2-day business. You sell today and you set up for tomorrow. And you do that over and over and over again. And if you're successful more than you're not, you've got something pretty good going. On the fitness side of it, I mean, it's about working with people every single day, getting them motivated far even beyond what we might be motivated as the employees. And as I said earlier, that really what we do is changing people's lives through the benefits of exercise. And if we can do that every single day with a lot of different people, then we're pretty successful.
Now, sometimes, you come in and maybe didn't have a good day prior or whatever personally is going on. What are some ways, I guess, for you personally that you recalibrate and say, okay, let me focus on helping people, changing lives? I know you've worked with me personally through the years with that, but what are some things that you do? Is it you go for a walk? You listen to certain music, or how do you get your mind in the right space for yourself?
Well, very clearly hopefully in my life that people see it, but certainly personally, and my family knows that number one is my faith. Yeah. My faith in Jesus Christ is foundational to everything, and everything falls in place there. So that's how I get grounded, if you will. If I have a bad day or a good day, those they're not extremely bad or they're not extremely good
Yeah.
because of my faith and how that positions me for life every single day. And then number two is my family. I look at my family, and my family is very closely tied to my faith. And then certainly fitness and finances come into play. And so I try to make all of those things that are priorities in my life to give them balance. But who I am is greatly affected by my faith, and I think that affects everybody that I come in contact with. Because those of us that are in this business, that are in any business, I think there's certainly an opportunity to financially support yourself and grow businesses and those kinds of things. But the things that is most meaningful for me really has always been is to trying to impact other people's lives. And you know, the people that we talk to them, some of them young, some of them not so young,
Yeah.
but have had long tenure. We all face life every single day. And again, one of the most meaningful things to me is to try to contribute to their journey in life, whatever that means, whether it's a shoulder to cry on, or somebody just a sounding board, or to share some of the experiences that maybe I've gone through in life that they're young and they haven't gone through those things. If we can impact those people with helping them with that, that's really really meaningful.
And one thing that you taught me, we've known each other for many years, 20 years, almost 20 years, over 20 years, is always connecting with individuals. And I know you're all over the country. How do you, with multiple clubs and brands and new projects, how do you connect with everybody, keep everybody on the same page? So for those multi-unit operators or managers that are traveling around, how do you get everybody on the same page? And like you talked about, connect with them on a personal level. How do you do it? Been doing it for so long.
Well, I think it's really, really important. I mean, one of the most impactful things in my career was early on learning from Zig Ziglar, and he basically talked about your life as being a wheel or maybe even a table, a multi-legged table, and we have different aspects in our life. So
Yeah.
I make it, a priority when I'm getting to know somebody or I'm working with a manager to try and know them in different aspects of their life. Certainly the blocking and tackling of what we do every day, selling today and setting up tomorrow, and appointments and all of the different things, and working with our fitness challenges and our clubs and all those kinds of things. But to know people on a close enough level where you can impact the other people, it's very common that I'll start the conversation with, how are things going? I mean, how are they really going? How are they going at home? How are they going with some of the challenges in your life? How's your health? How's your workout going? All of those things are foundational, because if one of those legs gets kicked out, the support structure just isn't as strong as it could be, and that affects the business as well as their lives.
And I have to
So
ask
that's
you, because you do this, you do this to me all the time. You ask me those questions, and you talk to a lot of people. How do you stay really locked in when you're asking this question for you, literally hundreds of people? And how do you not go through the motions and have people really feel the empathy? What is it about you and how you do that? From my personal experience, when you asked me how are you doing, I knew you were really locked in. It wasn't, how are you doing? Cool. How's the appointments? How are we set up? It was like, how are you doing? How are you able to do that? And how can other owners and operators do that?
Well, just through the experiences of life, I genuinely care. I mean, I've told people in different scenarios, the next person that walks through the front door of this health club, I like them. I like them, and I don't know them.
Yeah.
And if there's some way, I've just been grew. I mean, part of that probably comes from my parents, my upbringing, and all of those things. And certainly my faith contributes a great deal into caring about other people. And I'm hesitant to use the word love other people, because people take that the wrong way. But that comes a lot of different ways. But I love working with people. I love helping them. People along the way certainly have helped me. And just genuinely, empathy is very easy for me, because life isn't easy. It's a struggle, and then you compound that with what we face in the business every single day. And coming off of COVID and things like that, that's adjusted everybody's daily life. And so I think it's easier even more to be empathetic and really care about them. And and so that's really what that motivates. It's not an act.
Yeah.
It's not something that's written down on a piece of paper that I need to do this today. as it comes up and I'm given an opportunity to really care about and work with people's lives, I'm going to take it and I'm going to love every minute of it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, this chat is not sponsored by MUV, but it is sponsored by our brotherly love for each other. So I appreciate you taking the time. If anyone is curious about MUV brand and things that you're doing, where can they go look and learn about you?
Well, certainly we have websites, movefitness.com. They can contact you. You can give them my number because I'm ready to talk to anybody anytime. And so
awesome. Awesome. Well, cool. Joel, I appreciate you. We've known each other a long time. I just thank you for the time that you took. I hope you're well and safe travels. So thanks again for your time, I mean.
Thanks, brother. It's been
All right.
good.
All right. See you, Joel.